Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in today's video I will show you how to control a DC motor with a TV remote using an Arduino Uno. Also from this video you will learn how to use any IR remote for electronic projects. So let's have the small overview of the setup. This is the Samsung TV remote I have used, and in this remote these three ABC buttons. I have configured these three buttons to control my DC motor. So this is the small DC motor 5 volt which is connected to the Arduino, and the IR receiver I have used is SM038 IR Receiver. So if you see, I have also not used any DC motor driver because the current which the motor draws is in the range of 38 to 40 milliamperes, and as if you know, the maximum current can be drawn from the Arduino is 400 milliamps. So I have connected this multimeter to the in series to the one terminal of the motor. So let's see how much current the motor will draw. So see the connection. This is the one terminal of the motor I have given to the multimeter A terminal, and in series it is connected with my motor. As you can see, this is the white wire. So let's start the motor. Okay, so if you see, my multimeter is in 200 milliamperes range. So the current it is drawing is 38 milliamps, 37. So the range is from 37 to 40 milliamps or 38 to 40 milliamps. Now let's change the direction of the motor. So now see, it is rotating now in the anti-clockwise direction, and the multimeter is showing the current in a range of minus 40 milliamps. Now let's stop the motor. Now the current is 0. So my motor draws the current in the range of 30 to 40 milliamps. So there is no need to use any motor driver. We can connect directly the motor 5 volt motor to the Arduino. So now let's start with the programming. I am not covering the theoretical part of IR communication and all, because I make only videos more about practical and less about theory. So let's start with the programming part. Before programming, we will see the connections. So first we will see the connections of the IR receiver and the motor with the Arduino Uno. So on the left side this is the Arduino Uno, and on the right side this is the DC motor, and this is the IR receiver SM038. So as you can see, the IR receiver has only 3 pins: VCC, data and ground. So the data pin I have connected to the D9 pin of the Arduino. You can use any general purpose IO pins of the Arduino to connect the data pin of IR receiver, and the other 2 pins are VCC and ground. So I have connected the VCC to 3.3. The permissible range for VCC is from 3 volt to 5.5 volt for SM038. But when I connected the VCC to the 5 volt, sometimes the IR receiver getting random values due to the noise. So I have connected the VCC to 3.3, and the last pin is the ground. I have connected this pin to the ground, and my DC motor, I have connected this DC motor to D2 and D3 pin of the Arduino Uno. So these are the connections. It is very much simple. You can use any general purpose IO pins for the DC motor as well as for the IR receiver. So now first we have to find out the binary values of the remote button. So this is the small test code which will help us to find the binary values of the buttons. So you have to download one library called irremote.h. So this is the library for IR receiver. You will find this library on the internet, as well as you can download it from the library manager also. Just open the library manager and type here IR remote. So you have to download this library IR remote by Sheriff, which is used for IR receiver coding. So I have already downloaded this library. Let's see the code. So first of all, we have to include the library. Then here we define the pin where we have connected the sensor output. So I have connected to the GPIO pin 9 of the Arduino Uno. Afterwards, we have to define a result object where we receive the binary data. So here we just pass the pin number to the IR receiver, and here we define one object for a result. Afterwards, this is the void setup part. Here we begin the serial communication and just enable the IR receiver. And if you want to pull up the pin, so you can just put the pin high. So here I have internally pull up the pin using the internal pull up register, and I am also using the pin number 13 where the built-in LED is connected. Now this is the main loop. So here we put the if condition where it will check where it will decode the result. Received result will be get decoded here, and it will check if there is some signal like it is 1 or 0. If it is 1, so the condition will be satisfied, and that we will print the decoded value in hex. So here we are printing the decoded value in hex, and after that we will just this function will continue the loop again and again. So I have also uploaded this code on the repository. I will mention the link in the description. So now let's upload the code to the Arduino board. So first let's check the port, port 3 Arduino Uno. Alright, just click on upload. So the code is finally get uploaded. Let's open the serial monitor and check the output. So now the serial monitor is showing nothing. Now let's press the button on the remote. So like I am pressing 0. So see, it is giving value for the 0. Now why this FFF is coming repeatedly? It means the same button is pressed again and again. So let's press some different button. So if the FFF is coming, that means the same button is we are pressing repeatedly. So you can see there is a value for a decoded value for every button. So now I want to use these 3 ABC buttons to control my DC motor. So I will check the binary value of these 3 buttons and store it somewhere. So for A it is 5112C7E6. For B it is something like this, and for C it is like this. So if you want to use the any remote buttons on the remote, so you have to see these values and store it so that you can use in your program. So now we will use these values and make a small program to control a DC motor. So we have seen how to read the receive signal and find the decoded values when the button is pressed on the remote. So whenever the button is pressed on the remote, the coded signal is transmitted and it is decoded on the receiver side. So for every button there is some binary value and we have seen how to find it. So now we will see how to use that value of the button and how we can use the buttons on the remote. So this is the program to control a DC motor with a Samsung TV remote. In my project I have used a Samsung TV remote. You can use any of the IR remote. Just you have to find the values, binary values of the button. So the initial part of the code is same as of previous code. Here first we have include the library, then define the sensor pin, then give the IR receiver the pin number and define the object for results. Then in the setup part, I have defined two more pins, 2 and 3 as a output pin, because there I have connected DC motor, and also I am blinking the built-in LED when the button is pressed. So now in the while loop again we will put the if condition which will check if there is a signal, some signal on the pin number 9. It will decode it and store that in the result. If condition will be satisfied, if the signal is 1 or else it will be 0. Now the new part is the switch case in this code. So we have write a switch case. In that we have written 3 cases. One to stop the motor. This is for stop the motor. So whenever I press the button A on my remote, the motor will get stopped. So this is the value for the button A. So it will check the received value and this value is correct. It will compare both the values. If the value is same, so this case will be get executed. So this will stop the motor. As you can see, the pin number 2 and 3 both are low. And I am blinking the built-in LED for 2 seconds. Now this second case is to rotate motor in clockwise direction. So this is the value for the button B. And this third case is for the value button C. It will rotate the motor in clockwise direction. So the code is very simple. I just use the switch case. I will also upload this code on the repository and I will mention the repository link on the description. You will get both the codes, the testing and the motor code also. So now we just upload the code. So the uploading is done. Now we will test the result. I am opening serial monitor also here. Now just test. So see, if I press the B button, we will receive this value on the serial monitor E0E208D7. And the same value I have also written in the switch case also. Now again I press the button. See, the motor will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and the value we have received is E0E0857, which is the case third. Now we will stop the motor. See, the value we receive E0E0369, which is the case 1, which will stop the motor. So I hope you get this, and it is very simple. You can also try to implement this. You can use any TV remote or any IR remote. So now I will be stopping my video here. You will get all the codes in the repository. I will mention the link in the description. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel. Also follow our Instagram page on Space Tonics. Bye bye.